Hi, welcome to video number 5 in our Consigning Tutorial Series. Today we are talking about toys, and specifically how to package your toys. You want to make sure that if you're selling toys with small parts, that you're making sure all of those small parts are together and secure. You also want to make sure that if any of your toys require batteries, that they are in good working condition and that you have batteries in that toy. So I have a variety of different types of toys, and I'm going to show you how I would package them to consign. A doll like this, you don't need to do anything to this. This is a talking Dora. So again, you want to make sure that it works and that it has working batteries in it. I held on to the package that this came into. These are alphabet blocks, and so this is perfect container to sell them in. I did make sure that I have every letter. The idea of this is teaching the alphabet, so if you are missing some of the letters, I would not sell this. I would just donate that to your local charity. Here is an infant toy teaching shapes. It has all the various shapes inside. This is secure. You notice none of the shapes are coming out, so I would not put the little pieces in an additional bag or close up the holes. I think it'll be perfectly fine just as it is. Here is a Doc McStuffins doodle pad. Again, this is something that requires batteries. Goodbye. So I had made sure that it was working and the batteries were in here. It comes with these little inlays that you put in, and then the child can trace the letters. So I have these in a separate bag, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take tape like this, some heavy duty packing tape, and I will tape it to the front part. The reason I'm doing that is because this is not a completely flat surface. I'm going to tape it to the rougher surface so that I can put the tag back here on the flattest surface, because when you put a tag on a rounded area or any surface that is not flat, it really is tough to scan, and if there are lines at the register, having to manually enter in the tags can hold things up. So whenever you have to tape something to the toy, find the spot that is not flat and then save the flat surface for where you can place your tag. Here is another Doc McStuffins toy. Again, in here is a piece that requires batteries. So it works. I have batteries in it, and it came with additional pieces. So I'm putting all of those in a plastic bag. We have the doll. She does not fit nicely in the bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tape and tape her across this front part, because then again, I can use the back here as a flat surface to tape my tag. And that will keep all of the pieces together. Here is a Peppa the Pig Clubhouse Treehouse set. It has a swing and a wagon. I make sure I had all of the pieces. Again, these are irregular pieces, so they're all going to go into a plastic bag, and I'm going to try to find the flattest surface to place my tag. When you make your tags for your toys, I would strongly suggest you list all of the various pieces. I will count the shapes, and I will write down how many shapes. I will give a good description of the Doc McStuffins toy. I will say that there should be 3 inlays, letter inlays for this, because then the shopper knows what they're getting, and they also know if something has been removed or if something fell out, because then hopefully we can locate it in the lost and found section. So just like I said, you want to be very specific with your tags, with your clothing. You want to do the same for your toys and count the pieces and be descriptive in that tag. Here's something that did not come together. Some of these things came from, I think, Happy Meals. Other things came from the checkout aisle at Target, but they're all very similar. We've got ballerinas and princesses, and they have these little clip-on dresses. So I put these like items together in a bag, and I'll sell them as a group. Here is a younger child's toy. It has these ears that all go on the front. Again, you want to make sure that there are batteries and it works. pieces would fall off. You could put all of the pieces on and then take the packing tape. Oops, it's stuck onto a bag. You could just take the packing tape across and keep all of the pieces in. That would work. I have them in a plastic bag. And again, I'm going to tape the pieces to the irregular surface, and then I'm going to put the tag on the back on the flat surface. Here is a large toy. I will probably tape all the way around to keep it together, although I believe I purchased this at a JBF sale and I did enjoy being able to pull it apart and getting a really good look. Certainly you could remove the tape. A shopper could do that to open it up and look at it and then put the tape back on. But you'll notice there are little pieces that come out. So what I could do is either put these in a little Ziploc bag and tape them on, or I think what I'm going to do is just put some tape over the spot where you enter them, you put them in, and a tape on this little lever so it doesn't come loose, and that way the pieces will be guaranteed to stay in there. Now, this is missing some pieces, so we don't typically recommend that you sell a toy that is missing pieces. If you've got a really big set and maybe it's a dollhouse and you're missing one piece of furniture, that would be okay. I would put, if you have a toy that's missing something that is not really necessary for the toy, I would put on the tag that it is missing 2 pieces or what specifically it's missing. That way the shopper has all of the information and they can choose whether or not they want to still purchase it, as opposed to thinking it has all of the parts and then going home and thinking, oh, did I forget something? Did something fall out? So if you are going to sell something that's missing something, again, you don't want to sell it if it really kind of negates the whole purpose of the toy. But if it was just an add-on piece that isn't necessary, I would put specifically on the tag what it's missing. Another good piece of advice is to clean your toys. At our last sale, we had a couple of items that were really great items, but they looked like they had been sitting in a garage or maybe a basement for a long time, and all it needed was to be wiped down or hosed down. Just takes a few minutes, but that could be the difference between whether or not an item sells. People that are coming to this sale are looking for a bargain, but it is not a yard sale, it is not a flea market, so they're still looking for high quality items. I myself still shop the sale, and I happen to get all of our daughter and son's birthday presents at the spring summer sale, and so I am still looking to have high quality, clean, working toys. So again, even though this is a consignment sale and things are used, we understand that things will have some wear and tear, but you want to make sure they're as clean as possible. This is a toy that where you get to make cupcakes, and there are little candles, and it comes with markers where you can draw on them. I would never sell something that looks like this. So I'm going to attempt to clean it, and if I can't get it off, certainly it doesn't have to be perfect, but if I can't get the majority of it off, I'm not going to sell it, because the whole idea of this, the fun part, is to be able to decorate these cupcakes, and no one wants to decorate an already decorated cupcake. That wouldn't be any fun for the kid that's buying it. So really make sure you can clean your toys, and if things aren't getting wiped off as you would hope, then just don't waste your time or the shopper's time. I think that covers a lot of the different options you have for packaging your toys. Next time we have a video, next week, we will be talking more about pricing of your toys, because again, pricing is key to your success as a consigner. So I hope you found this valuable, and join us again next week for our next video. Thanks.